Nice fish. Oh, wowzers. Today is a good day. Wow. Hey y'all, Tab here with Real Michigan Anglers, and today we're going to take a look at this spinning reel from Okuma. This is the Okuma Ceymar 30, or the C30. It's a 5:0:1 gear ratio. The line capacity is 145 yards of 8-pound. I've actually got this spooled up with 12-pound right now, and it's 7+1 ball bearings. So I was shopping for a spinning reel for float fishing for steelhead and asked around, read a lot of reviews, and I ended up buying a couple different things. This was one of the ones that I bought, and this ended up being the one that I liked the most out of the things that I got. Since buying this, I've gotten more into using the center pin, and I also got a bait caster for float fishing for steelhead. So this hasn't seen an obscene amount of action float fishing, but I've ended up using it for all sorts of other things. I have used this for float fishing, so if that's what you're looking for, this is actually a good spinning reel for float fishing. I just don't like float fishing with spinning reels. So because I have the option of a center pin and a bait caster, I seldom end up using this for float fishing. But I do like using it float fishing jigs in small creeks and things. And I have hooked into a fair amount of steelhead on this, both float fishing and non-float fishing applications. So I've used this quite a bit for tossing, crankbaits and spinners and things like that, as well as some live bait applications. I've thrown this on the panfish rods. I've thrown it on my 6.6 medium rods. I've used it with my 9-foot and longer rods, and it really works with everything. It's really nice and lightweight. It pairs really well with like a 6.6 or 7-foot medium rod. It's a little big to be for an ultralight, so I would go with the C20 if that's what you're thinking. But the features on this thing, it's got a pretty good drag. Maybe not the smoothest drag I've ever used, but a really good, reliable drag. When I've hooked into steelhead and salmon on this, if they want to run, this lets them run, and it doesn't come to any odd screeching halts that are going to cause the fish to snap the line or anything like that. So good drag system, pretty lightweight, which is a big thing. If you fish a lot, heavy reels can really make your arm hurt by the end of the day. So it's a good lightweight design. It's pretty durable. I have had one small issue with this, and I'll show you that. At some point, shortly after buying this, I dropped it and put a big old nick right there, and it was actually jagged enough to where the line was getting caught on it. So I filed that down with a fingernail file, and now it's nice and smooth. There's still just a tiny little divot there, but it doesn't actually affect the casting on this at all, so no big deal. I forget what I did, but I straight up dropped it on some cement or something, just stupid like that. So nothing against Okuma. I'm not saying that this isn't durable, because I have lots of other older fishing reels that are full of nicks and bruises and things. So you can switch. This can be left or right hand. You can eliminate the drag so that the spool works both ways. This piece here is really sturdy. On previous reels that I've owned, this has gotten bent or even broken off. And the other thing I run into sometimes with cheaper reels is this gets worn out over time, the spring, and this has stayed really nice and stiff. I've been using this for well over a year at this point, and have put quite a few nice fish on the bank with this. So it's of time in terms of durability and quality of drag and just quality of the components. Like, all of the little bits are still intact, other than that silly little mistake I made early on. So yeah, there's not a whole lot else I could say about a spinning reel. A spinning reel is a spinning reel. And really, when I'm buying a spinning reel, the things I'm looking for is, does it have good drag? That's the most important thing. Is it durable? Like, is this made of metal or plastic? Is it gonna break? Is it flimsy? You know, is this handle gonna fall off? Is this piece gonna break and get lost so that it gets all gross inside? Like, those are the things I look for in terms of quality. And then also how lightweight it is. This one I believe rates at 8 ounces approximately. Let me double check. Yeah, 8.2 ounces is what this one weighs. So not crazy light, but definitely not super heavy either. And it's a pretty cozy reel to fish with for an entire day of fishing. So I hope you find that fun and informative. Throwing up lots of footage of me using this reel in action throughout the video. And since it's a shorter video, I'll probably throw some more at the end, so stay tuned for that. And if you're looking for a good budget-friendly fishing reel, I would recommend the Ceymar 30 from Okuma. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy the footage, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Fish on. Wow. It's got to be a steelhead. Awesome. What a head shaker. Oh man, this is a fat angry guy. Oh, what a beautiful steelhead. Look at that. Look at that. So as you can see, this beautiful steelhead nailed this spinner. There we go. Okay, let's get you.